Welcome, welcome! It's my dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. It's been a while, I know. A lot of made videos, broken videos, remade videos. Just haven't been able to edit it all together perfectly for you guys. So what I want to go into here is this awesome video that some of the guys in the Texas Space Navy put together doing some advanced mole mining, mostly talking about single person mining, how to break the big rocks. This is a little bit more advanced, so for you guys who are trying to figure it out, that can't quite figure out how to break some of the bigger rocks, this is a great video for you. I have asked the same team that put this video together to put together a beginner's guide for solo mining, for team mining, and maybe an intermediate and advanced mining where they go in depth, step-by-step details. Unfortunately, I've been out of the mining game for quite a while. I need to get back into it, so this is going to be for me as well. So the team that we've put together here is Mole Team 6, part of our infrastructure team that focuses on mining, and they do an event every Monday night focusing on mining. This was one of the things they put together. You're going to have Zara that does a lot of the talking. You're also going to have Big Devo and D Paratrooper all manning this mole. Yes, we did say it's going to be solo break, but they're also going to do some team breaking as well. The solo break is going to be something that should open a lot of eyes. So without any further ado, I will put this video on for you guys. Please give them a like, give them a thumbs up. Let me know if you like this content. If you want to see more, I plan on doing some beginner, intermediate, advanced stuff for all the careers in the game, so to speak. So hopefully it's something you guys will enjoy. And these guys are phenomenal at it. They are experts. So here you go.
This is a tungsten rock 787 73K. What we're going to show you right now is how to use active modules, both individually and as a team, to be able to crack these big guys. So I want you all, the reason we're practicing on tungsten is because, as you can see, it has a larger green zone. You can also look at the stats over there on the right. Its resistance is 4%, so it already has low resistance, no need for a gadget, and its instability is 35, which is negligible. So what that means is that it's not, with the low instability, it's not going to jump up high on us like some of the more unstable ores do. So these are great rocks to practice on using active modules, because the chance of blowing yourself up is slim to none. Plus it gives you a good green zone. So even here in the helix, which you typically only get a sliver, as you can see what the green zone is by default at the rock alone, as soon as I put my helix on it, it cuts it almost in half. Okay, now I'm at 100%. I want to, on the front we have a Hofstede that's running active modules, a Stampede and a Surge, and on the right we have an Impact 2 running 2 Surges and a Stampede. And I'm in souped up crafted helix at plus 28% power, running 3 Surges. So D, go ahead and hit the rock with your laser. This is the Impact 2. So as you can see, it gave us a little bit bigger of a green zone. The downside of an Impact 2 is it's going to slow your optimal charge rate once we do get in the green zone. However, it also makes your overcharge charge slow too. Devo, go ahead and hit it with the Hofstede 2 on front. Alright, so now turn yours off, Devo. Alright, so you see the green zone. So now go ahead and hit it again, Devo. So that Hofstede, so now we're back up to the green zone that the rock was without any lasers on it. Alright, so both of y'all turn y'all's lasers off. And I'm going to show you on this Surge module. Now, to use active modules is going to be left Alt and then 1, 2, or 3, depending on which slot they're on the left. The top is 1, the second one is 2. If you have a third one, it's the bottom one. So I'm going to pop all 3 of my surges and see if we can't get some movement on this 73K solo. Okay. So I can crack this solo. All right. It'll take a minute, but as you can see, I'm going to do it right here, and I'll show you how to do it. And this is with just the helix, no extra help.
Can you move?
And now it's just a matter of Alt 1, 2, 3 playing the little trumpet and spamming them now. Okay, 73K solo, no problem. All right, now, so that's how you're going to use active modules. Now, when you're working together as a team and we wouldn't get any movement on that, what we would do is still be running the active surges. Now, my job, or your job in the helix, when you're cracking big rocks, is all you're focusing on is keeping your modules active. Devo, who was in the front, if this was bigger, he would have drove it. The Hofstad is the one that's going to end up controlling the laser power once you get in the green. So everyone else on the other lasers, they stay at 100, keep all of their active modules going the entire time, and then whoever's operating the Hofstad is the one that'll lower it all the way down to 10, 12, 15, 40%, whatever's necessary to thread the needle in that green area. That's pretty much it. Does anybody have any questions?
Active's on. What about the secondary brakes? Do you want me in the Hofstad to just start?
Yeah, so typically on all secondary brakes, yeah, you would do them in the Hofstad. You're not going to really use your helix for anything other than a primary brake. After that, your secondary brakes are all going to be done by either the Hofstad or the impact. So you can see my laser here, my helix is crafted at plus 28% power. So I popped that 73K easy peasy. Mathematically, my cap is technically around 81, 82K with 28% power. However, with the stock helix, this rock right here, you should still be able to get movement on with 3 surges. You might not be able to crack it because you don't have any instability to help you jump up the power. You can use that instability when you're cracking a rock to help you get more charge level. But with tungsten, you have no instability, so really it's completely 100% dependent upon the power that you can put on it. But a 73K with a stock Helix 2 with 3 surges is right at its edge of what it can crack.
Now for the secondary, there's one rock that's 33K mass. So what I'm going to do in the Hofstad is I'm going to turn it on, go up to 100% and see if I get any movement at all on it, because you can see it's got a huge green zone. So it shouldn't be an issue just getting it to start and getting it to move. And I'm at 100% right now, so I cannot get it to move. I'm going to drop down to like 50%, and D, if you don't mind, just pop it on at the lowest power that you have with your laser. He's got an impact. And so it's changed it a little bit. I'm going to go back up to 100% with him at just the lowest power. And it still has no movement. I'm going to drop down to about 50, 60%. And D, you want to bring it up to about 50 or 60 or until you see it move. If it starts moving, D's just going to stop right there. And then that way I have a lower power setting in my Hofstad, so I can manipulate the power easier to keep it in the green zone. Of course, this is a huge green zone, so that shouldn't be an issue. And D, let me know if you go up to 100%. I'll go start driving again because I'm at 50%. So D is raising his power and his impact too. And if he gets to 100%, then I'll start driving my power
at
up
100.
All right, he's at 100, so I'm going to start driving up to 100%. And I'm at 100% also. So this is one where we've got to drop off and have all 3 lasers. I'm going to drop down to lowest power and let the Helix 2 get on there. D stay at 100%.
So and, instead of that, Devo, what I'd like for y'all to do is y'all stay exactly where you're at. All right. D, you stay at 100%. Devo, you get at 100%. You're barely getting a little bit of movement. Occasionally it does jump up there. So all it should take, Devo, is your Stampede. So go ahead and
Oh.
hit your Stampede, and then you drive it. D, you stay at 100%.
I was just making sure you didn't want to use the actives. Just because
You're going to use your use your Stampede. Y'all are getting barely a tiny bit of movement.
Stampede's on, and it lasts about 30 seconds. So it's slowly creeping up. Hopefully it'll get in the green zone, and if not, I'll have to pop Stampede again.
Now another technique that you can use is called massaging the rock. You notice that when you move your laser like you just did, how you got a little jump in that charge. There are little spots on the rock that are more unstable than the rest. I call it massaging the rock, but you can get a lot more movement out of the rock if you move your laser a little bit from one instability point to another.
I just use a second Stampede on it, and it's still going up. Using a third.
Is yours active still? You need me to pop
No,
mine?
it's not. It's not
Oh, okay.
active. I just did it just about a half second too soon. It's active now.
Alright.
Now I'm in the green, so D's at
We could.
100%. I'm at 100% with a Stampede going, and we're going. And I'm going to leave it at 100% until it gets just past half power in the green zone, and then I'll think if it looks like it's going to reach the red, I'll lower it down, but it looks good to leave it 100% right now with this. And the Stampede's about to cool off and burn out, but that's about to pop.
We're good.
There we go.
Good job, team.
So the benefit to using all three laser heads is you don't have to use the active modules and lose the count of how many times you can use it. But if you're solo, or if it would help like this, it's better to use actives like this. It's faster most of the time, almost always.
Right, and not too often unless you're in an op, you know, cracking big rocks, or you're going to be on a fully accrued mole like we are right now. A lot of times you're going to be solo, or it's going to be a two-man team. And so in this instance with the two-man team, we would have had Devo in the front, me on the helix. So we'd have helix and Hofstede, and we would do the primary break. And then I would hop over to the impact on the right to do the secondary break. Only this time we just happened to have 3 people in the mole.
And we have a list on what modules to pack or for your loadout for your mole. You have that posted up somewhere?
Yeah, so my mole is a 100% active mole. So I'll run all active modules. So the only modules that I'm running on all of my lasers are Surges and Stampedes. Now, one thing that's super important is that you can use multiple Surges. So I have 3 on the helix, 1 on the Hofstede, and 2 on the impact. So that means that we can have active 6 Surges at a time, which is a super dope amount of power. However, when it comes to Stampedes or Rhymes or any of those other active modules that have that longer 20-30 second time frame, only one of those can be active at a time.
No, I get that, but I'm asking is do you ship, was it the, what am I trying to say? I lost the train of thought.
So there's a video I can link you that'll show you all the loadouts for all of the different mining vehicles for both a passive loadout and the active loadout. And in that video, the active loadout is what I use.
Okay.
Even solo, like fully crewed solo, it doesn't matter. It's all actives on my mole.
Once we pop the rock, always remember to turn your power all the way down to the lowest setting on all the lasers, and when you get into a laser head, make sure the power is all the way down to the lowest setting and not left at 100%, because you will blow up your rock and possibly your ship and you if you don't check that all the time.
All right, so scanning, I am going to be in nav mode. We're currently on a deer, so we have low atmosphere, so we can fly super fast. I'm going to pick a heading, and I'm going to stick with it. So I'm going to choose 120. That was the direction I was heading when I landed here and found that cluster, so I'm going to stick with it. So I'm going to turn on scanning mode. I'm at a 90 degree angle, and I'm just going to start pinging. So let me get my scan signatures back on my screen just a second. Okay. So there's 3 different signatures that I'm looking for. Let me get back to my 120.
And explain what you just did with your signature there.
Okay, so the signatures that we're looking for tungsten, there's 5 of them. And so what I'm doing is I'm rotating over. Now you see how there's 2 of them here, but I just get a second one. However, a lot of times when they're closer together, all you need to do is use your scroll wheel on your mouse. You see how my 90 degree ping angle is now down to 2 degrees? And I can scroll wheel back and go to 5, 11, 22, 45, and then 90. Your ping angle is how you're going to determine what cluster is what. When there's a bunch of them close together far away, you can lower your angle and hover over them, and you'll get their signatures. I'll show you that in just a second. So we just passed some tungsten, but let me just show you. So 21,350, we're not looking for that. 6770, we're not looking for that. So we're going to keep going. 21,350, we're not looking for that. 84,000, not looking for that. And as you know,
where are you seeing that number?
So it's right above my compass. You see the center of my screen, right where I just dragged the mouse, right up there, the compass?
Yeah, I see the
Okay.
compass.
Yep. So look at the top of the compass whenever I hit a ping. Okay, see it? 6770, not what we're looking for. 11610 is. This is tungsten. Now, you left click hold to scan it. Now, if it's not doing it, watch, I'm still holding left click down. Boom. Re-ping, get something new, put your mouse on it. Now I'm scanning it. Now if you're not scanning it, you can lower your ping angle and scan it. Now this will actually scan the individual rocks. So whenever I find something, I already know this is tungsten. However, what I'm doing is as I'm coming in, I'm still scanning. Why am I doing that? Well, because you'll see here in just a second. As soon as I go into mining mode, the more rocks you can scan inbound to the cluster, the more that are going to show their stats immediately when you go over it in mining mode. So we're in mining mode. This is one I didn't scan, so I'm going to have to scan it here on site. All right, nothing good. 530 and 363. This one, see how it popped up automatically? That's because that was one of the rocks I scanned from far away. This second one popped up automatically too. That was the second rock I scanned inbound. So that's a way to be more efficient with your mining too, you know, so that you see something 10, 12 kilometers away and you know what it's looking for. Well, start scanning while you're headed there. And then that way you can scan more rocks by the time you get there, instead of having to sit there and wait for it to refresh with our current system. So none of those are good. Go back to my 120 heading. Now I need to get my ping angle back up to 90. If you're scanning with your ping angle super low at 2522, you're only going to see stuff super close. So always, there you go. So you got them in the distance as soon as I raised it to 9 degrees. 11610, there's some more tungsten. So I'm going to lower my ping angle and re-ping, and now it's going to give an accurate location to what those rocks are and how many there are. Now I'm inbound scanning. Still at 11 degree ping. Boom. Now I'm going to move my mouse a little bit, lower the ping down to 2 degrees. Scanned. All right, so we know we got 2 of these 3 scanned. So I'll go into mining mode. And here's the one that isn't scanned. So we'll start with it. 787. These two should pop up automatically. 530, 787, not 800. So we're going to keep going. That quit. Does anybody have any questions about that and scanning?
Let's do it one more time. This is new to me. I've never done that.
Yep. Okay. So 90 degrees is a scroll wheel all the way back towards you. All right, 90 degrees. Pushing your scroll wheel forward lowers your ping angle.
Right now.
So, yep. So I'm gonna scan. Boom. 3385. Not what we're looking for. That's right side. 15480 is tungsten. So I'm super close. So I just re-pinged to get a more accurate number of the rocks, and then that way inbound, I can actually scan these guys. It's usually
So
be
how do
anywhere.
you scan them again?
So you're left clicking and holding it down.
Left clicking. Okay.
I got a 40K F58. Anybody wants it?
Yeah. Hey, can you hit your F12 mature to chat mode?
And then you're going to mining mode. How?
By hitting M. M is in Mike. Or I guess mining. Be more appropriate.
You have to be in a mining vehicle to have that option also.
Yes.
You say what
So-
number did you need to look for? 60,000?
So, yep, and it's posted here in the chat, here in this voice channel's chat. Tungsten is 3870, 7740, and there's 5 different RS signatures. So as you can see, I'm already on 858. Now, if I had stopped at all those other 787s or whatever to mine all of that, okay, all of those rocks, then that's already an hour, hour and a half of my playtime. By skipping all of those, as you can see, boom, I'm already on 858. And it's a 64K rock with 34 STU.
I really appreciate those guys putting this all together for you, for me, for anybody who has an interest in mining. These guys are diehard. They love to mine. Well, they love to do a lot of things in the game. They're very good at everything that they do, but mining is one of those things that they've really have taken to since the beginning of the game. So please, again, like, thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't ever subscribed. Hopefully we'll get some more of these videos out for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.